Good morning, Disney. Good morning, Disney is back. It is the 8th of March. If you're watching live, if you're listening live, we are live on Monday morning, March the 8th, 9:15 my time, Central Time, 10:15 Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, mostly Fridays. We talk about the Disney news and stuff of the day, and boy, do we have some today. We also have an announcement to make that I talked about last night, but let me hit a button. Doing live stuff. I don't have stagehands. Forgot to turn on my fan. It's hot in here, and I got my sweatshirt on. Welcome in, everybody. I'm so glad to see you here. A lot of faces popping in the chat. I'll say hi to you in a minute. If you're Team Replay, thank you so much. Hashtag Team Replay in the comments. I try to remember to say that in the beginning. I always remember to say that at the end. And if you watch the Team Replay, not everybody stays all the way to the end. But regardless, we go for about 45 minutes every morning during the work week, talking about the news and stuff of the day that involves Disney. We are going to have a post-game show. I've dabbled with this before. At the end of this show, we're going to have a post-game show when I'm not in a hurry to get to the office. When I'm not in a hurry. So Mondays and Wednesdays, maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays, probably not Fridays, hardly ever. But we're going to have a post-game show over on Clubhouse. Now, I know not everybody's on Clubhouse. Sherry Awesome Sunset Travels, I just sent her one of my invites to Clubhouse. I've sent a few of you, people who have reached out to me and have an iPhone and got through the little tiny hoops that Clubhouse asks you to jump through, but don't have a lot of my YouTube friends over there yet, but have made a lot of friends over on Clubhouse. And so we're going to bring the Good Morning Disney show over there for a half hour or so when I can. So if you're interested in that, we'll be talking about the same kinds of things, but it'll be audio and you get a chance to speak. Obviously, I'll tell the stories and then we'll see, hey, any questions, comments, concerns, and it'll be a lot of fun. So if you're interested in that, check that out. Let's say hi to everybody who's here in chat on this beautiful Monday morning. I don't know where you are, but where I am, it is beautiful. It was 49 when I asked, I don't want to say it, hey, space, Google, when I asked it what the weather was earlier today, it was 49, going to get up to about 70. Perfect. I think this is my sweet spot. Between 55 and 80, boy, I'm a happy guy. Also, I've got to share something. But first, I'm going to say hi to everybody in chat. I'm going to tell you what happened to me this morning. And then we're going to get to the Disney news and stuff. Sandy Norris in the house. Mar in Memphis is here. And she's in green with the emojis, meaning she is a member of the channel. Thank you so much for that. Can only listen for a while off to TCB with the daughter. Well, you have a great time. Wow, where's everyone at? We're here. They're just, you were here early, Sandy. Here for a moment is here. Happy to see it. Jeff's personal bully. Love to see you here. Michael Superbacker in the house. Rob Greenwood, all in green. My mom's here. Piglet True loves Disney. Piglet Roo, I can't see you in chat and not think about Zippity Doodad botching it. I think he ruined it for me. Like, okay, it's a little confusing. It's not that confusing, but now that it's like you see it and you can never unsee it. Listening to Zip mangle your YouTube name. It's probably one of my all-time favorite YouTube things. If I put together my top 10 hilarious things that have happened on my streams or watching other streams, certainly watching other streams, that's up there high. I love that. But I'm glad to see you here. Welcome in. Inspirationals in the in the house. Good morning to you. Oh, I got a little tickle in my throat. I apologize. Nico the Greco's here. Disney Nerd 30 is here. Disney Nerd 30. Was that your age when you made that? Are there 29 other people who call themselves Disney Nerds? Here's why I ask. My daughter, Reagan, who does my show with me, our show together with me on Saturday mornings, we have spoken a Star Wars talk show, weekly show. She likes to call herself a Disney nerd, and she wanted to be the Disney nerd. And I actually told her, I'm pretty sure it's taken on YouTube. And I'm looking at you. Practically Perfect Couple. What a great name. My friends, Practically Perfect Park Hopping, have a name just like that. Practically Perfect Couple. I love it. I love that movie. Obviously, it's Mary Poppins, people. Welcome in. I hope you're both having a great day. 38 here in Tampa today, says Rob. Wow, 82 in sunny in Phoenix, says Nico. I love Tampa. Well, I've never been to Tampa. I love that area. I like the idea of Tampa, and I love Phoenix. So those are two cities that I have visited many times and or I want to visit more. Tampa Bay. All right, Disney Nerd. I couldn't just get Disney Nerd, so I added a random number. Yeah, see, there you go. So I was talking about you when I was talking to my kid. All right, we've got Disney news and stuff. We should probably talk about it. You guys want to hear what happened to me on social media first, or you want to hear about the Disney news and stuff? I'm asking, but it's rhetorical. I'm really going to tell you as I pull up the Disney news and stuff of the day. So I am pretty active on social media. If you were watching my show last night, baseball, this week in baseball, we talked a lot of baseball, and I mentioned my all-time favorite player And he's right here. My all-time favorite player ever. I believe deeply he should be in the Hall of Fame. Pete McDevitt in the house. How you doing, buddy? I was going to text you after the show. I hope you're doing well, my man. Miss you. Hope you're doing well. 74 in my living room currently. That doesn't sound too bad. Dizzy Trash Can in the house. Nice. Love that name, too. Some of the best names in the biz are here. Mr. Steve Garvey, my favorite ball player. My sports hero. I don't like the word idol, but my sports hero is absolutely this guy. And I told a little bit about that story last night on the show Batesball Talk, or This Week in Batesball, Sunday show during the baseball season. This man is kind of active on Instagram, not fully active. His daughter, who is I guess she's in news. I think she's in news down there in Palm Springs. I think I'm not really sure what I'm talking about, but she's pretty active and I follow her, but I follow him. And he had a really sweet video of him and his granddaughter at breakfast and talking about she wanted syrup on her pancakes and she's the only thing in the world sweeter than syrup, and it melted my heart. And I, as you might know, if you're a veteran of my show, if you're a fan of Good Morning Disney, you know that often E2, one of my 3 grandkids, is on the show. And so I commented on how sweet that, I don't know what I said, how sweet that is. And he replied back, Disney Dad, or Dole Whip Dad, you know. And it made my day. It's like my 9-year-old self flipped out because the great should be in the Hall of Fame Steve Garvey responded to my little message. Isn't that silly? But my point in telling you that is a little brag because he's my favorite. Means more to me than it would mean to anybody else, I'm sure. But I do want to say this. It made me happy. I'm a pretty happy guy. It made me happy. Think of what you can do today to reach out to a friend to put a smile on their face. You know, Pete's here. I was planning on texting him later, see how he's doing. Already talked with Chris a little bit, Blue Nose, as you know. There are people in our lives that we can touch and make them feel better just by saying, hey, I'm paying attention. So if you get a chance, do that today. All right. We should get to the Disney's talk. BDF in the house is going on. Rob Greenwood, I can't believe he should be a Hall of Famer, right, Rob? Oh, so if you look at WAR, wins above replacement, the argument fades away a little bit. But I can tell you, during his career, everyone thought he was a future Hall of Famer. When you listen to broadcasts of the second half of his career, they'll often say future Hall of Famer Steve Garvey. It was understood this guy's a Hall of Famer. He was the MVP of the National League in 74, couple times All-Star MVP, hugely successful in the playoffs, best offensive player, cleanup hitter for the best National League team from 77 through 81, 3 World Series appearances in that time, the best defensive first baseman not named Keith Hernandez of his time. How is he not in the Hall of Fame? But anyway, I agree with you deeply. We should talk about Disney, though. Happily ever Yaddy in the house. What's going on? I'm a huge Steve Garvey fan. I'm an unapologetic Steve Garvey fan. I think he should be a Hall of Famer. I love the man. And I do. I love the man. And now you're making me think of Tommy Lasorda, who just passed. But this is Good Morning Disney. Well, here we are 8 minutes in, and I haven't even talked about Disney. Apparently, I'm not very good at YouTube. From Deadline, always, at least I attempt to give credit where credit's due. I don't always remember, but I hopefully do. I think I always remember. I try to always remember. Walt Disney World, theme park and resorts completely booked. Disneyland reopening still unclear. So let me explain. I'm personally, me and my family will be leaving a week from yesterday for a 2-day drive all the way to Walt Disney World. We like to drive it. We're weird, I know. But we're going to be in Disney World in, I guess we'll be there a week from today. Yeah. And we'll spend a week out there. It's our first trip in quite some time. We skipped a couple. We canceled 2 or 3 trips last year. I am ready to reopen. I'm so glad America's reopening. By the way, amazing news on the COVID we're going to beat you front, which I may or may not share it later. But there's a pill. It's going to be great news. Thank you. I think it's Moderna. Anyway. All right. Anyway. So we're going to Disney and we want to do some things. So I think it's 35% capacity. I wouldn't swear to that, but I think it's 35% capacity, which makes it, harder to get tickets and harder to get reservations. We are going to be there for 4 days, I think. I always feel like I'm lying when I tell you guys the details because I don't really know. I don't pay attention this close. But I think we're there for 4 days. We're only going to the parks for 1. Now, the original plan was to go to the parks for 1 or 2 days. So that's not that big of a deal for us. But most people, when they go to the parks for 4 days or go to Walt Disney World for 4 days, are going to go to the parks for 4 days. We're not like everybody else. I love the parks. Don't get me wrong. I'll go to the parks. We don't have annual passes. So part of it is financial. I'm not going to lie. But there's so much to do that's not in the parks, right? So one day we'll be in a park and then one day we'll be in, say, Disney Springs. And one day, say, we'll resort hop, right? And then one day we're going to set aside to do some meetups with people who are down there, fellow Disney YouTubers and friends that we have down there. Does that make sense? So that was the original plan anyway. But when my wife is signing up, getting the reservations, she's thinking, well, maybe we'll get a second day in a park. Maybe we'll go do this park and this park, right? She couldn't even get second day park. Resorts full. Obviously, that's because there's less capacity, right? Some of the resorts aren't even open yet. You can't get a ticket for any day you want at Disney World. You can't get a reservation in Disney World unless you're way in advance. You can't wait till the last minute. And Disneyland's not even open yet. Think about that. That's nuts. Now, April 1st is the day that they can, if they hit a couple metrics, which I think they've hit now, but they just need to not go over. I don't want to be metric guy. I'm not going to be, governor. I'm about to resign Como with my chart and graph about what we need to do. My point is, all they need to do is look at Orlando. Orlando, listen, Gavin, I'm talking to you. Gavin. They've been doing it in Florida, in Orlando for months. Disney World has been open and there's been no spike. So what's going on here? But I can't, how do I say this? They're so full. There's so many people who want to go to Disney World that it's packed. Isn't that nuts? Let's read a little bit together of the article. Now that the Super Bowl is over, again, deadline.com. Now that the Super Bowl is over, where are the crowds going? Evidently, they're going to Florida's Walt Disney World and its resorts, and they didn't even have to win the big game. I'm going to Disney World. The company reported today that all parks are now completely booked next week for the Disney resort guests and theme park tickets guests. That was a long sentence. Disney's Hollywood Studios also currently has no availability for the rest of the month for guests. I'm going to read that to you again. Disney's Hollywood Studios, once thought of as the least good of the four parks, not that long ago would have been fourth on most people's lists, not mine, but most people's. Disney's Hollywood Studios also currently has no availability for the rest of the month for guests. Yeah. I saw that article, a couple articles about how we have Star Wars fatigue. No, we don't. Crazy people. Spring break crowds are pushing the capacity at Florida attractions. Disney resort guests and theme park ticket guests currently have no parks available for reserving park passes Monday, March 15th through Thursday, March 18th. Those are the days I'll be there. What the heck? Disney World annual pass holders may have a little more luck if they want to visit the theme parks this month, as cancellations may open up some spots for them. They will, but not a lot. In related news, Disneyland could reopen as soon as April 1st under the new state reopening guidelines released Friday by the California public health officials. The guidelines also allow theme parks in California, including Disneyland, to reopen at 15% capacity as early as April 1st. 15. When we used to have 6, we now have 1. In the space we had 6, we now have 1. That's assuming these counties reach the red or second most restrictive tier of reopening. Red is scary. That will loosen as counties hit orange, then yellow tiers. By the way, here in Texas, we don't have tiers. We have brains. The bad news, Disneyland theme park attendance will be limited to California residents upon reopening. Despite the state's salute, Disneyland has not said when it may reopen. My point in all this is there's so much pent-up demand. Stock market is showing it. Disney's going up. It hit as high as 200. It was like 195 this morning. The market's been weird. The market's about to blow up. The stock market's about to blow up. 40% of millennials say if they get their stimulus check, they're going to put it in the stock market. Let me say that again for anybody who's not paying attention. Is this on? 40% of millennials, who we like to make fun of for being dumb, are saying if they get a stimulus check, if they get it, and they will, they're going to put it in the stock market. I've actually heard people pretending like that was a bad thing. Mouse Talk in the house. Parks have been busy. Not easy to get a pass right now. Got to keep looking. Yeah. I mean, the demand is outpacing the amount of tickets, the amount of space, the amount of availability, which means what? Economics 101, prices are going to go up, or they're going to have more people entering the facilities, right? Let me get caught up in chat. Really, really excited to see everybody and really, really excited to be there. Kind of bummed that we're going to be there for probably the busiest week they've had since the Rona, but you know, whatever. They have offered some crazy good deals with the extra 2-day park tickets. Watch those go away. They full. We jumped on it and are heading back at the end of April. Nice. We'll be there again in October too. So sure, yes, they are. Everybody wants out. Yeah. Yeah. Morning, everyone. Team Marie in the house. What's going on? Team Marie. Janice Disney in the house. Good morning to you. Walt, everybody say hi to Walt and or Melissa. I always assume it's Walt, which is rude to me. It might be Melissa. Whoever you are, I like you both. Welcome in. Disney Nerd says, woot. 40% of millennials say that. Of course, they only pulled 10 people. I don't know. I can tell you that that's one of the reasons why the market's up so big now. In March of last year, when we all got stuck home, people did a couple things. They started buying baseball cards, Pokemon cards, and playing the stock market. Look at Robinhood. By the way, did you see what GameStop did? They got rid of their CFO. They hired a new CFO. They're now going to be e-commerce, and that company's actually going to make money. It's pretty cool. Young people are getting ready to party and only pulled 10 people. I mean, you guys could pretend like they only pulled 10 people, or you can buy stocks now before the money goes in the market and make some money. It's free. People are investing. Amen. Amen. All right. So that's good news. I think that the conversation about Disney, though, is simply the demand is insane. I mean, I can make it about business, and you guys know me. I like the Disney or the business side of Disney. I like to talk about it. It's definitely a niche that I'm enjoying. I like to talk about because it excites me, but I also hope to, is this arrogant? I hope to educate people. Stop buying Starbucks and start buying Starbucks. I only have one share of Starbucks, but I've made money. I'm poor. I don't have the money to buy stocks. Oh, Walt, I love you enough that I'm going to smack you in the face for saying that. I'm poor. I don't have enough money to buy stocks. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I bought Ford at $3. It's now worth $12. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Here's how you get rich. You make $50,000. You spend $40,000 and you put $10,000 in the market. You do that for 20 years and you don't work anymore. I didn't do well on baseball cards last year, hoping this year's better. Really? Baseball cards are through the roof, Disney Nerd. How did you not do well on baseball cards? Here's how to not do well in baseball cards last year. Throw them away. How did you not do well in baseball cards last year? Baseball cards are through Disney Nerd. We need to talk. Through the roof. Pokemon cards. Are you kidding me? Did I say that out loud? Are through the roof. You know how many Pokemon cards baseball cards too, but Pokemon cards I gave away to kids. I run after school programs. I don't even know. Could be some valuable ones out there. I mean, we had some good ones. I don't know. So Jeff encouraged Weeble. I put $20 in stocks and doubled that. There you go. There you go, Team Marie. Screw $20. Make it 200. Do it all the time. Every time you go to Starbucks, drive by and put that $5 in the market. Drive by. Don't go in the drive-thru. Put that $5 in the market. What I do, I know Disney talk. What I do is every time I get a raise, I don't get a raise. I just take that and I put it into something. Let's be real. What am I trying to get? I'm trying to get DVC points, people. I only have one very small contract right now. All of my investment is about me getting old, having grandkids, and wanting to go more to Disney, right? I'm so broke, I had to put my own attitude on layaway. So yeah, I can't buy stock. You can buy stock. Get on Weeble. Get on Robinhood for only $100. You get 2 free stock. You start with $100 and they take you to $120 the first day. What's hard about that? And then you put it where you want. I bought Disney as low as 83, guys, since the pandemic, and it's now at 190. So I love you guys all enough to say, yes, you can invest. Stop saying that. And even if you're kidding, stop saying that because you make somebody else think they can't. You can. Weeble, Robinhood. I can get you 2 free stock today. All you need is $100 to start. You don't even need that. Team Reed didn't do 100. She put it in 20. Last year, hubby put $100 in penny stocks on E-Trade. The beginning of this year, it hit 1,000. Yeah, I'm up about 40%. Stocks can be worth it. No, stocks are worth it, not can be. How do you lose money on stocks? Don't play the market. My 9-year-old loves Pokemon cards. We have so many. OMG, I have to tell my son he has tons of Pokemon cards. Really, Walt? Some people that I respect think that the PSA 10 Charizard for series number 1 is the best investment on the planet right now. And I hate to say it, but I had one. Not a 10. I didn't have a 10, but I have sold it, and I sold it years ago, unfortunately. Fidelity is free to trade. There's lots of that are free. Viacom is up 187%. Yeah, guys, again, when you come to this show and you think you're only going to hear about Mickey Mouse, I hope I don't scare you away. I love a lot of things. We talk about a lot of things, and I hope to be an edutainment kind of show. The world is different now. You can be in the stock market Here's how I trade. You know what? Here's real talk. Ready? Shh, don't tell anybody it's a secret. No, that's a lie. Tell everybody. On Thursday, I bought $270. Okay. I had $270 of Bitcoin at $49,000. Last night before bed, that $270 had turned into $285, I think, and I sold it. I'm just rinsing and repeating. I'm buying Bitcoin to hold, and I have a secondary account that I started at $75, and I'm just buying low. It's very volatile, up, down, up, down. So I buy low and I sell high. I pick up points. When it's low, I buy it, and then I sell, boom. And it's turned it from $75 to $280, whatever I just said. Just Team Marie, send me a message. I can get you into Bitcoin today. Let me tell you something. There's an article out today about Bitcoin. If you own 0.01 of a Bitcoin, that's all you need to be very, very wealthy if Bitcoin becomes the major player over fiat currency, which is dollar bills, yo. Let me explain one more thing. We'll get back to Disney. Yesterday, I think, the Senate voted 50 to 49, it passed, so simple majority, to just print $1.9 trillion. Just print out of nowhere. Just print it, $1.9 million. And then to give it where they think it should go. A 50-49 vote, okay? In the 20 years of Bitcoin, it's taken 20 years to get to $1 trillion. And Congress just invented 1.9 trillion. What do you think? Which one's going to be more valuable? Happy to do it. Team Marie, send me a message. You know, I will talk more about Bitcoin. But anyway, this is a Disney show. I'm going to get back to Disney. But if you have any interest at all in that, send me a message. If you want to get started on Webull or Robinhood, I can help you out with that. There's other ways to do it too. Those are the easiest. I just do it on phone. There's other ways to do it, but I like to do it easy. Mark Cuban, Texas billionaire, Mavericks owner, now is the biggest business that takes doggy coin. By the way, it is doggy coin. I don't know why everybody calls it Dogecoin. Call it what you want. It's doggy coin. There's a picture of a dog on the little crypto. But yeah, they take doggy coin now to buy stuff. Dog to the moon. Mark Cuban says $1 will happen if Mavericks fans keep rolling. Yeah, I bought doggy coin at less than a penny per. It's only about 5 cents now. It'll be $1 by the end of next year, maybe sooner. Anyway, let's get back to the Disney news of the day, shall we? I feel like this is a Disney show and I'm not even talking about Disney. But what do you guys think about the juxtaposition that is how busy, how much people want to get a ticket and it not even be opening in California? I think that 2021 summer, spring, late spring, summer, and super for sure fall is going to be such a dichotomy of attitude. There are going to be people in bikinis with coconut oil smelling, pina colada drinking, having a good time, people on beaches all over America. And there's right now spring break in Florida. People are freaking out. And there's going to be people sitting in their house still scared. It's pretty crazy. And I know everybody has a different opinion on the pandemic, and that's fine. I'll tell you mine. I'll make fun of yours. Disney faces competition to streaming giants ramp up animation production. This is interesting. I'm not too worried about it as a Disney investor, but it's a pretty funny picture, right? Our boy Chapek there. It's pretty funny. Anyway, let's get to it. From the New York Post, who not always somebody I believe. Everyone in Hollywood these days seems to be vying for Disney's crown as the king of animation. Tinseltown has gone animation crazy in the wake of the pandemic. Why? Because you can't hire an actor, right? But you know what you can do? You can draw a picture. I can't hire an actor. I can draw a picture. Kind of makes sense. Why is animation so great, by the way? Why do we love Disney? Because animation can tell a story better, right? Now with CGI, they can tell a story better. Why are the superhero movies so popular? Well, a lot of us grew up with superheroes. I didn't, but a lot of us did. But you can tell a story. Francis Ford Coppola can't tell the same story that Kevin Feige can, right? Francis Ford Coppola needs Robert De Niro to jump out of a plane. No, maybe not. He needs to shoot some Italian guy. That's what he needs to do. Mr. Feige, if I'm pronouncing your name right, just needs the good guys at the computer. Hey, Pixar, make this look pretty. Oh, Thanos, snap your fingers. It's amazing, and it's all from animation. Studios are now plowing money into making cartoons like never before. It's like Walmart. Cry about $15 an hour, and Walmart will buy a computer. Your $15 an hour is now $20,000, but you know what? That $20,000 never calls in sick. Breaks now and then, but I got 20 of them. I only need 15 of them. Makes sense to me. Studios are now plowing money into making cartoons like never before, despite knowing that toppling the creator of Mickey Mouse and Frozen will be tricky, if not impossible, sources said. It's, no time soon will Disney fall. All the streamers wanted animated shows to brand their networks, but the pandemic has made it even more so. Everyone is doubling down, says that's Titmouse founder and president Chris Sumguy, who has worked on shows like MTV's Beavis and Butthead and Nickelodeon's Baby Shark's Big Show. Baby Shark should be shot. I think that after Jaws, everybody's decided we should love, oh no, sharks are nice. They're not going to eat your face. And I think that BS is the problem and why we have Baby Shark, right? You ever work with kids? You get the song Baby Shark, it's stuck in your head forever. I feel like I could punch somebody in the face for writing that song. Anyway, animation deals are exploding, added a deal maker with a top Hollywood agency who has also seen budgets for animated content balloon. Before the rise of streaming, animated budgets were between $350,000 and $750,000 per episode. Now some shows have budgets of over $5 million. I see you, Mom. Yeah, don't shoot Italians. Tell that to Robert De Niro. Tell that to Francis Ford Coppola. Netflix has made no bones. Oh, make your bones. See that little Italian talk there about its efforts to challenge Disney in the animation space. Netflix, I would say, is the major competitor. A lot of people in our space like to believe, think, say, talk out loud about Universal, and they're a competitor, but they're a weak one. Netflix is a real competitor. We're very fired up about catching them, Disney, in family animation. Family animation, you can't turn on TV without family animation, right? Think Simpsons and all that kind of stuff. Maybe eventually passing them. We'll see. A long way to go just to catch them and maintaining our lead in general entertainment that's so stimulating, said some guy at Netflix, founder and co-chief executive officer, some guy. But it's not just Netflix that's eager to chip away at the Disney's market share. HBO Max, Paramount Plus, and Amazon Prime Video, just to name a few, have also jumped headlong into the race as the pandemic strangles other forms of film and TV production. You can't hire a guy to hold a stick above Tom Cruise because he's going to yell at you. Put on your mask. Freak out, right? So, but you know what you can do? You can draw. And it's a trend that's expected to last for years to come, even after the pandemic ends, as Hollywood studios vie for family-friendly material to help win the streaming wars. I think that family-friendly makes so much sense because you don't offend everybody. Nowadays, you're offending people. Frankly, you know what? I think that the Netflix and Disney and HBO have found a niche that you can bring the content in your house. ABC, NBC, CBS, even Fox created this insane asylum of content that was offending people who don't spend the people that spend money. They were offending, and they were creating this content that they thought was going to catch on, but it's so negative and so depressing. And maybe I'm speaking a little bit from my own heart too much here. I find network television to be inane, to be so dumb and so not funny. And you guys have heard me talk about the laugh tracks. Hey, Archer now. Hey, Archer, long time no see. What's going on, my man? Good to see you, buddy. Talking about animation. There you go. Anyway, back to this. But experts see the Bob Chapek-led Disney maintaining its perch thanks to the decades it spent building its library of animated content and intellectual property, IP, baby, as well as its solid reputation for providing family entertainment. I've never understood why the market didn't understand why Disney was winning. Disney has won, even when it was down and bad and stupidly run. They were family friendly, even when they were providing garbage content. It was generally family friendly. Now, they had plenty of stuff under, what was it, Touchstone, under Harvey Weinstein, all that, where they went for the other stuff. Splash was a Disney movie and all those things, right? But the family friendliness of Disney has been the spinal column of their business for years, in my never so humble opinion. I know I'm way behind in chat. I'll get caught up here in a minute. And I don't know why others have missed out on it. HBO's had success on the other end, but it seems weird to me. For other, I read that. It's one reason AT&T's new streaming service HBO Max paid over $500 million for the streaming rights to raunchy cartoon South Park. $500 million for a cartoon. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me get caught up in chat. Oh, wow, the show's almost over. I only got like 12 more minutes. Did I start late? I don't think I started late. Today's gone fast. T. Marie says you got to school us on Bitcoin. I'd be happy to. If by schooling you mean I can show you how. Cryptocurrency is the perfect way to evade income taxes. That's an interesting take, BDF. Did you read that somewhere? Why do you say that? Interesting take on that. I think somebody read something silly. People like to think it's I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. What kind of bikini are you gonna wear, Jeff? See-through kind. I don't know. People are ready to go and spend money. Yes, they are here for a moment. Absolutely. Don't be shooting Italians. Annoying songs are funny, right? Weird Al. Dave's in the house. What's going on? I feel like somebody asked me a question. If I missed a question, if you asked me a question and I missed it, I apologize. I was looking for it, but I don't see it. If you have a question, the best way to do is type it in all caps question at me at dolewhipdad, and then it pops up. About an hour ago from the Wall Street Journal, Disney, Coherent, Tesla, and Apollo all through the roof. Disney led the way and the lead on the market today, if you guys care. We've already talked about that. Traveling to Disney parks during COVID-19, they just changed some rules about the face mask. Nobody cares. Disney head honcho shares hopeful message after Disney reopening finally seems imminent. We'll talk about that. Why not? Cinemablend.com. Last week was a massive one for theme park news. We learned not only that Universal Orlando is moving forward on the construction of the Epic Universe theme park much sooner than anticipated, but the Disneyland Resort now has a pathway towards reopening. See, and that's the thing. I never saw a question on. Maybe it was in my head. I don't know. I think the cruise industries, the booking businesses like Expedia, the hotels. I think hotels are going to have a little more trouble than people think. I don't think people are going to be traveling for business like they used to. But I think people are going to be traveling for vacation quite a bit within America. I think Americans are going to stay in America. I think Europeans are going to stay in Europe, at least for the time being. But I think there's going to be a lot of travel, not business travel. So maybe not so much the hotels, but the cruise industries, the Airbnbs, Expedia does that kind of stuff. The people who rent experiences, and you can rent a house more than a hotel. Those things are going to do well. I think the movie theaters are going to come back. I don't think the movie theaters are going to come back for 20 years, but next year they're going to have a good year. The year after they're going to have a good year. All that kind of stuff. But my point is simply this. The amount of savings Americans and worldwide have right now is the highest in history. The amount of money savings, the amount of pent up money to spend. So some of that's going to go in the stock market, and that's where you should put it. But a lot of it is also going to go into vacations, experiences. We're going to buy stuff, and we have. Home Depot did very, very well the past year. We spent our money at Home Depot, right? And the other one, Home Depot and the other one, whatever. And so we built a nice, I'm talking about in general now. We bought a nice TV. We got the surround sound. We bought our Sonos music or noise. Lowe's. Thank you, Lowe's. Why couldn't I think of Lowe's, Disney Nerd? I need coffee. Thank you, Lowe's. Thank you, Disney Nerd. I almost called you Lowe's. My brain. Anyway, we've done what we wanted to do. For instance, our stimulus check, just personally, I wanted to use it for stocks. My wife said no, we bought a new house. And so we've got drain. It's really not sexy. It's really the worst thing to buy. Drains for our house, gutters. And so the water, you need it, whatever. Yeah. Bed Bath & Beyond, actually, they're in big trouble, but yeah, yeah, Best Buy, because you're going to buy it online, right? Like, so I need a tripod for my phone, right? I want a second one. I'm not going to go to Best Buy. I'm going to go on Amazon. It's going to show up in 2 days. I ran across news where they say that criminals can hide behind cryptocurrencies. So BDF, I'm just going to hit it, right? Here it comes. Bitcoin. Wishes forever announcement going on. You think airfare in Orlando will be high this summer? High? I don't know. Probably not high. Higher than it is now? Yes. And hello, wishes forever. BDF, cryptocurrency. They say that it's anonymous, that you can't track Bitcoin, okay? So I don't have $1 here. Let's pretend like this is $1. So if I send you a Bitcoin, it's in the blockchain forever. There's proof of it. It's not who did it. It can't show you that it was me, but the transaction's there forever. Okay. So it's anonymous. Watch this. If this is $1 and I hand this to you, Keith, it's anonymous. You can't track it. Criminals have been using dollar bills since the invention of dollar bills. So the argument is silly. Question there. Is there a question? I don't see it. I'm going to scroll a little bit because I don't want to have everybody stare at me while I'm scrolling. Where should we? Oh, there it is. Practically. Yeah. At dolewhipdad on now. Okay. So on my Instagram, dolewhipdad, you can DM me. dolewhipdad@gmail.com. You can email me. What else? I've got you can text me. You guys want my text number? I've got a text just for you guys. And I don't know it by heart, but it's just for my viewers and stuff. Let me pull that up and I'll put it on the screen if I'm smart enough to hit the right buttons. You can text me at this number anytime you want. Can find it. Is that right? No. Nope, that was the wrong one. I almost sent you the wrong one. Okay, that is the Dole Whip Dad text number, right? So there you go. It is a Google Voice number that I just set up, so you guys can text me anytime you want. You can call me, but I'll never answer. But you can text me and I'll respond. I'll probably listen to voicemails, maybe not. Actually, depends on how many I get. But yeah, you can text me there anytime. Only a couple people have done it so far because I haven't put it out there too much. But email me at dolewhipdad@gmail.com. And now if you email me, I'm going to add you to my newsletter list. You can also join my Slack. Send me a note and I'll get you involved in that. That's Slacks go directly to me. Yeah, I hope that answers that question. And yeah, the crypto is easy. Okay, question there. I think you think airfare. Okay, so yeah, I think our airfare will go up, but not by a lot. Compared to now, it'll go up. Compared to its height, no. Best stores did crazy numbers with limited hours, but the company sees the future being online, so they're firing full-time employees. Yeah, you're talking about Best Buy. Listen, when the world screams for $15 an hour minimum wage, the people on the bottom get hurt. I'm not trying to take a political position, but math is not hard. Honestly, it's not that hard. And look in California, if you graduate high school and you want a part-time job, there are none. Because why would you pay somebody that much money? You get paid not for your time. You get paid for the value you share. Why would anyone pay you $15 an hour for 4 hours to not accomplish a task? No one does that. And so when you make it more profitable for automation, people at the top aren't going to get hurt. And I apologize if that makes you mad because it's not your political view, but I honestly don't care. Truth is truth. You can have an opinion and you can have feelings, but truth is truth. I love that. Criminals use dollar bills for a reason. Dollar bills, totally. I know this is not a dollar bill. Sorry, I don't have a dollar here. Totally anonymous. I don't understand the argument. Oh, but criminal, what? That's what they're using dollars for. So anyway, Slack, yes. Yeah, I have a Slack. I love Slack. I use it at work. You want that out for all to see, Jeff, in chat? Yes, Andy, it's fine. It's not my main. It's a secondary number that I created for my viewers and friends and all that. Paper is lighter than metal and crypto has no weight. Crypto is a promise of value, which is exactly what dollar bills are. All right, we're going to talk economics. We're going to talk economics. We're going to talk economics. So FDR decided to partially take away the gold that was behind backed up dollar bills. And then in the 70s, Nixon took it totally away. So the dollars, I know this isn't a dollar, pretend like it's a dollar. Dollars are valued behind the full faith and trust of the United States government. If you trust the government, they say it's worth $1, it's worth $1. That's the same as Bitcoin. Somebody believes it's worth it. So wait, who cares? You are 100% correct. $15 minimum. I am. No apologies. Miss Wishes forever. I don't know why we pretend like some things are up for debate. $15 an hour does not hurt people who already own houses. $15 an hour hurts people at the bottom. People who get out of jail and need a job. People who've never had a job before because they're kids. The bottom 10% of the economic class have no chance for a job because there's no jobs that will pay you. You don't need somebody at McDonald's to take your order when you can go up to McDonald's and hit the button and to take your order. You don't need somebody at Walmart to put the stuff in a bag for you if you're lucky and to tell you to have a nice day. If you can hit the button yourself and it can, on the screen, it says, have a nice day. That's not a political opinion. And I get it. You know, I as a YouTuber, people always tell me you shouldn't talk about things that are going to piss people off. I love this. I love you guys. I have no desire to piss people off. I do have a desire to share basic stuff. And if, you know, if it helps you, great. And if it makes you mad, I'm cool with that too. It's really none of my business. Vote for Jeff. Not a chance. I wouldn't run for dog catcher. Not a chance. Mickey Sightings now. Good morning, Mickey Sightings. Good to see you guys here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already 10 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Eastern time. Listen, 29 in the house. I love you all. I hate to end the show on this point, but I will say this. When the show ends in 2 minutes, 10 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Eastern time, I'm going to go over to Clubhouse. And in 15 minutes, I'm going to do a little bit of this for about a half hour on Clubhouse. I'm not going to say I'm doing it forever, but I'm at Jeff Bates on Clubhouse. The club that you want to join on Clubhouse, if you're in Clubhouse, is Good Morning Disney. I'm hoping to make it a regular thing, but I can't guarantee it. Today, I'm working from home. So today I can. Today, I'm going to do here. I've got shorts on. I don't even have shoes on. And I'm going to work from here, but I'm going to do this show. Then I'm going to go over to Clubhouse, and then I'm going to do my work right here. So on days that I have to work, I won't happen. But I'm thinking once or twice a week, we'll do it over there. Makes sense? If you're on Clubhouse, look me up at Jeff Bates. Good Morning Disney is the club that I lead. If you're not on Clubhouse yet, how do you get on Clubhouse? Same way you get on Bitcoin. You reach out to me. I don't have them. I gave 2 out yesterday. I think I had 6. So I think I have 4 left. I might have 3 left. Couple invites left. You've got to be on iPhone or iPad. You can't be on the Droid system. They will have monetization coming for creators over on Clubhouse soon. And currently it's only on Apple products. Make sense? We get caught up in chat, and then we'll say goodbye, and I'll sing a song, and then we'll go over to Clubhouse, or I'll go to Clubhouse. Vote for Jeff, said nobody ever. No. There was a small time in my life where I wanted to get into local politics, but then I started my career, and I met a bunch of local politicians. No, thank you. That's a fact, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more. Thank God Chick-fil-A hand batters their chicken breasts. I mean, I like me some Chick-fil-A. You know what? We like Chick-fil-A so much that we bought a bottle of Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce. Like, I could go in and just take them for free, but I actually bought a bottle, which kind of makes me an idiot, but also made me happy. What doesn't offend someone these days? I don't even care. I don't. I like people. No, I don't. I'm happy to have people like me, but I don't have this need. Because here's the thing, and I'm going to end with this. God don't make no junk. I'm God's favorite, but I'm tied with every single one of you. And if you don't know that, that doesn't change the truth of it. It doesn't bug me that people are wrong. It doesn't bug me when people think I'm wrong, and I don't think I'm right all the time. But kind of everybody who has an opinion thinks they're right, right? Are we supposed to be afraid of that? For Video Edit Man says, I'll vote for you too. No, you won't, because I ain't running. You want to vote for me? Subscribe to the channel, like the video, show up the next time. That's all I ask for you to do. I don't want your vote, but I appreciate it. You're very sweet to say that. It's very nice. No, thank you. I have 5 invites if anyone. Oh, there you go. There you go. Rob's got some invites too. Yeah, I've got a couple. I don't know. I think I have 4 or 5 too. I'm not really sure. When I gave away my first 3, they gave me a couple more. So that was nice. I think I'm going to be done here in a minute. I don't want to miss any questions. I think I got everybody. Jen saying, have a nice day. Don't blame you, says Sandy. It's nice to have Chick-fil-A. Yeah, right. Exactly. Great live stream. Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate that. I like bouncing around. I want to keep it Disney, but I'm welcome to others' opinions. Just don't condemn me for mine. Yeah, baby. Exactly. Wishes forever. You know, I don't get mad at people who vote wrong, in my opinion. I don't get mad at people who handle their business different than I do. But I'm not going to work for somebody who I disagree with. I mean, there's a bunch of keys to happiness, and one of them is to surround yourself with like-minded people. There's no doubt about that. But that doesn't mean to shelter yourself from disagreement. That doesn't mean to hate people who disagree with you. I blame social media, but nope, I don't. It's just a tool. I blame the users of social media. The tool is the tool. People are no longer afraid to get punched in the face for being a jerk online. All right, I think that's it. Pretty sure that Mickey Bunch is live right now. I will be live over on Clubhouse in about 14 minutes at Jeff Bates. The club is Good Morning Disney. Exactly, Mickey sightings. That's my favorite thing of the day. Iron sharpens iron. I'm losing my voice, but other than that, I love that. All right, I think we're done. Have the best day ever. 2060 is still here at the very, very end. I always hate to leave when there's a nice number in here, but I love you all. If you want to support the channel, you can become a member. You can go to www.buymeadolewhip.com. I got my first patron on Patreon. I don't even promote that I have a Patreon, but that made my day last night. Thank you for that. If you do want information on Bitcoin, email me at dolewhipdad or dolewhipdad@gmail.com, or send me a message on Insta, dolewhipdad, or get over on my Slack, or you can call or text the number that I put out there. I think that's it. See you around Clubhouse, or see you tomorrow morning for Good Morning Disney. Go do something awesome for somebody. Have the best day ever. Have fun storming the castle, unless you actually want to storm the castle and then stand down, people. That's just crazy. All right. Love you all. See ya.